Hello 6th class, a very good morning to all of you. We are discussing in previous chapters, we are discussing chapter number 5, that is understanding elementary shapes. In chapter number 5, we have discussed in our previous classes what is a line segment, a line array, and how to measure the length of a line segment. We have discussed three methods of comparing any two given line segments. First method was by comparison, by observing with your eyes. The second method we used was by using tracing paper or by tracing. Third method that we talked about was by using a ruler and a divider, and the third method is considered as the best out of these three. Now we are going to move on to next exercise, and we are going to talk about angles, revolutions and directions. We are going to talk about how these terms which may look unrelated to us in first glance are very much intertwined with each other and help us in solving real life problems. So we are going to talk about angles first. Angle, as we know, is made up by two rays with common endpoint or common initial point. This point is known as initial point, starting point. We have different type of angles depending upon their measure. Acute, which is less than 90 degree, right angle, which is equal to 90 degree, obtuse, which is greater than 90 degree. We are going to use right angle. Then in this exercise, then we have straight angle. Straight angle is the angle which is formed on a line and which is equal to 180 degree. If this angle looks like this, this is A, this is your B and this is your point O. This is the angle, straight angle AOB. Okay, next after straight angle, right angle. Next we have a complete angle. By complete angle, we mean that we are starting with OA. Okay, we are starting with this and we are going to measure this whole A. So angle formed will be, we are going to measure the whole span of A. It will be complete angle, which is our 360 degree. 360 degree. So complete angle, right angle, straight angle. Then next is our revolution. Okay, suppose we have a starting point, this, and we are moving, we can move from here clockwise. This is our clockwise direction. Clockwise means the direction in which the hand of the clock moves. So clockwise, and if this hand moves here, okay, this and here where it forms the 90 angle. So the revolution, so the span it moved is known as 1/4 of one revolution. 1/4 of one revolution. One complete revolution is equal to complete angle and which is equal to 360 degree. So 1/4 will be 90 degree. Similarly, 2/4 will be 2/4 will be straight angle. This will be straight angle. 3/4 will be 270 degree and one complete angle will be this. So this is 90 degree is covered in 1/4 of one revolution. Complete revolution this. If we are talking about half revolution, it will be 180 degree. Half revolution will be one fourth is 90 degree, complete is 360, half is 180, and 3 by 4 revolution, 3 by 4th of one revolution will be 270 degree. This will be using in our advancing exercise. Next is direction. As we are all aware that we have 4 directions: east, west, north and south. And if you are facing north, if you are facing this direction and you move 1/4 of a revolution, you move in and you reach in another direction which is known as east. Similarly, if you are facing in east direction and you move 1/4 of revolution, one right angle clockwise, and you move south direction, and similarly west. So these are the 4 directions. And in these directions we have 90 degree. This is 90 degree, 90 degree, and all of these angles are 90 degrees. So we are going to club these concepts in our questions that we are going to study in exercise 5.1. 5.1, question number 1. Sorry, exercise 5.2. Exercise 5.2. 5.1 we already completed. Question number 1. So, what fraction of a clockwise revolution does the R of a clock turns through when it goes from 3 to 9? So, we are talking of a clock. So, clock is this round like figure, okay, and we have marks like this. This is your 12. This is your 3, this is your 6, and this is your 9. Now we have to tell what fraction of clockwise, we are talking about clockwise direction. So we are moving this direction. Thus the R of clock turns through. So it is how much it will turn through if it is going from 3 to 9. It started from here, it moved, and it reached here. So from 3 to 9. From 3 to 9, fraction will be covered will be equal to, it will be, if we divide into 4 equal parts, it will be equal to 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. The fraction covered is equal to 1 by 2. Question number 1, part B, we have 4 to 7. So, we will draw the clock and 12, 3, 6 and 9. 4 to 7. So, it will be 4 to 7. This much angle. In 3 hours, 12 to 3, the R hand is covering one right angle. In 3 hours, R hand is covering 90 degree angle, or you can say equal to 1 by 4 of one complete revolution. Okay? So we are going to use this 4 to 7. 4 to 7, the fraction of clockwise revolution will be equal to 1 by 4 of one complete revolution. Okay. Second is 7 to 10. Third, C part is 7 to 10. So if we are going to write all the numbers here, 1, 2, 11, 10, 8, 7. This is the center. C is our 7 to 10. So we are starting from here and we are ending here. So how many hours did it cover? 3 hours, means one right angle which is 90 degree, 1 by 4 of revolution. So friction covered is 1 by 4 of 1 revolution. We are talking about clockwise revolution only, okay? Then D is 12 to 9. Now we are talking about 12 to 9. We are going to start from 12, then we are going to move clockwise here, and we are going to end up here. So we covered this much. How many right angles? 1 right angle, 2 right angle and 3 right angles. So friction covered is equal to 3 by 4 of 1 revolution. Similarly, 1 to 10. E part is 1 to 10. In the exam, if we have a question like this, so what we will do, we will draw the clock and then we will find out the friction covered. Okay, so this is the center, 1 to 10, and we have to find out the clockwise. So here 1 2 3. Here we have one right angle, then we have 2 right angles, then 3 right angles. So 1 to 10 friction covered is equal to 3 by 4 of one complete revolution. Then F part is 6 to 3. F part is 6 to 3. Again we are going to draw the clock and our hands 6 to 3. We are going clockwise, so we are moving in this direction. We are going in this direction. 6 to 3. How many right angles? 1 right angle, 2 right angle, 3 right angles. So friction covered is equal to 3 by 4 of one complete revolution. Now we are moving to question number. Next we have question number 2. In it we are given that how much revolution we are making, and we have to find out the ending point of our clock hand. So question number 2, part A. Where will the hand of clock stop if, question number 2, part A. Where will the hand stop if it starts at 12? It is starting at 12 and it is making half of revolution. Half revolution means, half of a revolution means 2 right angles. It means 2 right angles, because in 3 hours we are making 90 degree angle, which is 1 by 4th of one complete revolution. 1 half revolution means 1 right angle here and second right angle at 6. So we are going to reach at 6. So we are going to clockwise. That implies the hand will stop at 6. Okay. Similarly, B. It will start at, if it starts at 2, it is going to start at 2, starting at 2 and making half of a revolution clockwise. Clockwise half of revolution means 2 right angles. 1 right angle and second right angle. So it is going to stop at, after 3 hours. After 3 hours we are covering 90 degree angle. We have to remember this thing. So again half of revolution is equal to two right angles implies the hand will stop at 8. Next, if it starts with C part is, if it is starting at 5, so it is starting from here, then it is making 1/4 of a revolution clockwise. It is going in this direction, and 1/4 of revolution means one right angle. 1/4 of revolution means one right angle. Okay, so we are going to stop at 8. The hand will stop at 8. Okay, clockwise. Next is D part is, it starts at 5. D part is, it starts at 5. Okay, and it is covering 3/4 of revolution. 3/4 of revolution means it is going to cover, 3/4 means it is going to cover 3 right angles. 3 right angles. 3/4. 1, 2, 3. So one revolution, one right angle here. Second is after 3 hours. 1, 2, 3 here. Third is 1, 2, 3 at 2. Okay. So if we are going clockwise, we are going to reach where? At 2. So the hand will stop at 2. Now I am going to recap, or you can in fact take note. So 1/4 of revolution of a revolution, it will be equal to one right angle. Okay, then 2/4 or 1/2 of a revolution, both means the same thing. Of a revolution means we are talking about 2 right angles. Then 3/4 of a revolution, 3/4 of a revolution will be equal to 3 right angles, and one complete revolution will be equal to 4 right angles, or you can say 360 degree. This is your 270 degree, this is your 180 degree, and this is your 90 degree. Okay. Now we are moving on to question number 3. In question number 3, we are given the directions. So we are going to indulge in the directions now. Question number 3. Direction. Which direction will you face if you start facing east? For every question like this, for every direction question, we will start by making this direction you can say direction picture. So it is your north, and it is going to be your south, east and west. These are the fixed notations that we are going to use. North is always going to head upwards, south, then east on the right hand side, and on the left hand side we are going to have west always. Okay, when we are using in our notebook or other geographical purposes, we are starting with east. So we are somewhere here. We are starting in the east. We are facing, you start facing here. So the person is here and he is facing east side, and make 1/2 of a revolution clockwise. You can rather draw this person here. Okay, here it will become cumbersome. We are going to represent this person here. He is facing east. Okay, then he is making 1/2 of a revolution clockwise. Clockwise means this direction. Okay, and 1/2 of revolution. 1/2 of revolution means how many right angles? We have to move 2 right angles. So 1 right angle we are here and 2 right angle we are here. So then this person at the end is going to face this direction, which is west. So your answer is going to be west. Second is B part. B part. Again, for the B part, we are going to start with this figure, and the person is facing east. So person is facing east. Then it is making 1 by 1.5 revolution. Okay, clockwise. So he made a 1 complete revolution. He reached here. Okay, facing east. Then half of revolution. Half of revolution means he is going to cover 2 right angles. He is going to reach here, and the person will be facing west. So your answer will be west direction. C is west and making 3/4 of a revolution anti-clockwise. So the person is now in the west direction. This is south, this is your east. He is facing west direction and he is making 3/4 anti-clockwise. So he is moving in this direction because anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, 3/4 of revolution. 3/4 of revolution means how many right angles? 3 right angles. So 1 right angle, 2 right angle, and 1 right angle, 2 right angle, and 3 right angle. So the person will be facing north now. Okay. So the direction will be, he is facing north direction. Similarly, we can do D part, south, and make 1 full revolution. He is in the south and he is making 1 full revolution. Every direction question you have to make this figure. He is facing south, so he is facing south. Then he is making 1 complete revolution. So he started from here, and here notice that clockwise and anti-clockwise is not mentioned. So we are going to take anyone. So suppose we are going clockwise. So clockwise 1 complete revolution means 360 degrees. So we are going to reach at south again. He is going to face south direction again. Okay. Now we are going to do question number 4. In question number 4, what part of a revolution have you turned through if you stand facing east? And so now we have been given our starting and ending positions, and we have to tell how much of a revolution we covered. So this is south. He started from east, so he is facing this direction. He started from east and turned clockwise. Clockwise means this direction. Clockwise is this direction, and turn clockwise to face north. So he's going from here to here, here, and now he is facing north direction. So how much he covered? He covered 3 right angles. 3 right angles. So he covered 3 right angles, or you can say that he covered 3/4 of a revolution. Okay. Next, B part is he started from south. So the person is now standing facing south direction. So person is facing this direction, standing here. He is making a path towards clockwise direction, and he is now facing east. So he must be standing here. So how much he covered? 3/4 of revolution as in the first part. Next is west and turn clockwise to face east. He is now facing west. He is facing west now, and he is turning clockwise. Clockwise means this direction. The direction in which clock moves to face is east. So now he is facing this direction. So he covered one right angle and two right angles. So we can safely say that he covered two right angles, and two right angles is equal to 2/4, that is 1/2 of a revolution. Okay, this was your question number 4. Now question number 5. In question number 5, we have to find out number of right angles turned through by our hand of a clock when it goes from 3 to 6. So we have a clock, and in it we have 12, 3, 6, 9. You will draw this clock using either compass or some round figure. Rough figure are not allowed in your fair notebooks. 10 and 11. These distributions are also should be equal distribution. This is your 9, 3 and 12. 3 to 6. Here is, it goes from number of right angles turned through by the hand. If it goes from 3 to 6, he was here, then he moved in this direction, and now he is reaching at 6. So how much right angles? Number of right angles. So number of right angles it covered is how many? 1. Right. Number of right angles is equal to 1. Now part B. Part B is 2 to 8. 3 to 6 we did. Now 2 to 8. Our hand was at 2. Now it is at 8, and it is moving in this direction. So when it reached at 5, it covered one right angle, then 2. So it covered 2 right angles. Number of right angles will be equal to 2. We have to keep in mind that in 3 hours, it is covering, our hand is covering one right angle. This will help you in solving these kind of question. Similarly, 5 to 11. C is 5 to 11. 5, we were at 5 and then we reached at 11. We were at 5 and we reached at 11. Here. Five, 1, 2, 3. After 3 hours, one right angle. Then after 3 hours, second right angle. So number of right angles will be equal to again 2. Similarly, we can do this E and F part. Now we are moving on to question number 6. Question number 6 is how many right angles do you make if you start facing? So we are talking of directions now. This is going to be a east always. On the right hand side east, on the left hand side west, on the upper side north, on the down side south. So we are starting from south. We are starting from this direction. Okay, and then we are turning clockwise. To which? To west. To south to west. So first pay south, to west clockwise, it will be equal to 1 right angle. Then B is north to east anti-clockwise. We have to take care of directions also. Now north, where is north? North, we are starting from here. We are turning towards east, but this direction will be clockwise. You have to turn anti-clockwise. So north to east anti-clockwise. 1 right angle, second, third. So how many right angles we covered? 3 right angles. 3 right angles. C is west and turn to west. He is starting from west and he is starting from west. Direction is not mentioned. We can use any direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise. We are using this. So he is again turning to west. So how many right angles? 1 complete revolution, that is 4 right angles west. It is 4 right angles. Okay. Again south and turn to north. We are starting from south, D part. We are starting from south and we turn to north. Again anti-clockwise, clockwise is not given. We can pick any one. We are starting from south and we are turning to north. So how many right angles it covered? 2 right angles, this and this. So it will be equal to 2 right angles. Question 6 is complete. Now question number 7. Question number 7 is, with this question we are going to end our class for today. Tomorrow we are going to meet again and discuss few more questions from the same exercise and new topics which includes triangles. Have a nice day.